Tamanna, if you don't mind, can you
Mhm.
mention a few practices, a few
Mhm.
perspectives or thought processes in which one can start gradually taking the vertical path, right? Start being more grateful and become more positive in terms of the way they think, the way they live every single moment. Do you,
Mhm.
if you can just practically mention some of these practices or perspectives which would help our viewers to start going into that vertical path?
So number one is, stop judging yourself and stop judging others. One of the biggest mistakes that we make, Karam, is that the minute we start walking on the path of spirituality, all of a sudden we become a lot more aware, and we become, there's a sense of realization, and that sense of realization can be towards ourselves also and towards others also. But
Right.
we also often take that as a judgment. We land up judging ourselves, and when we land up judging ourselves, there's a lot of self guilt, self sabotage, self blame, which kind of is, basically is far more draining than everything else. So that takes us away from self love. And in today's day and age, self love, self conservation is extremely important to thrive, because if you're empty inside, you will never be able to make other people happy. So,
Right.
like they say, you need to first fill your cup before you fill other people's cup. So, the only way you can fill your cup is by acknowledging yourself, by acknowledging the journey you've covered, the wisdom you've gathered, the experiences you've gone through. What we do in our day-to-day life is we land up blaming ourselves for past mistakes. We land up regretting the past. We land up, self-hating. We land up holding a lot of angst towards ourselves, and that basically takes us away from our own journey, because deep inside, your own soul self knows what your journey is. And if you start creating differences between you and yourself, you will always be away from your journey. So one of the most important aspects about walking on the vertical path is self-love and self-power. Another, way to kind of create a balance between the vertical path and the horizontal path is kindness and compassion. People mistake kindness to be love, but love and kindness are two very different things. You can love somebody and still not be kind to them, and you can be
Right.
kind to somebody without even loving them. Kindness is a universal energy that, whether you know what the other person is going through, or you don't know what the other person is going through, that sense of empathy, that sense of gentleness is what makes a person kind. You don't really have to know someone's journey to kind of be nice to them. So
Right.
kindness is another universal energy, and the projection of which is very important. If the word, or if the message of kindness is to kind of just spread, and we as a collective consciousness even land up practicing 10% of kindness across the globe, it can completely change the collective consciousness of our entire existence.
That's right.
Another one of the lessons is letting go. I think we take life very, very seriously, and more than anything, we land up taking our past very seriously. And the more we hold on to our past, the more we are holding on to those frequencies in the present. And the law of nature is the universe will always give you according to the frequency that you're vibrating at in the present moment. The universe will never give you according to the frequency that you want in the future. And
Mhm.
if at all you are holding on to the past, you're holding on to the past in the present. And what
Right.
the universe is going to be giving to you is the reflection of the past in the future, because that is your present state. So even the energy or the lesson of letting go of the past is extremely important to create a better future, or to
Future.
attract a higher vibrational future.